Hi, this is Eddie Hearn and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law, down here in Northampton at the Shoebox Boxing Gym. I'd like to be joined by Kieron Conway and Mini Mike Stephenson. Lads, Happy New Year, how you doing?
Happy New Year, mate. All good, all good. Enjoyed myself over New Year a little bit.
We did, didn't we? We did, didn't we?
Just ticked over in the gym. But yeah, enjoyed myself, and but now I'm back on it. I'm excited to be back on it because it's been too long now, too long out of the ring. So it's time to get back in.
Before I bring Mike in, your Instagram account, the polls you put up, I find really interesting.
My polls?
You know, when you just ask the most simplest questions. Yeah. Where do you like shop from? Beef or chicken? I really enjoy your Instagram, honestly.
I love a good poll. I've got a good reputation for that in here. They're always throwing new polls at me that I'll throw out there, so yeah, look forward to them.
Mike, how you doing? I don't think this is like one of your school students where you sat in the back and I'm not going to ask you a question. You seem quiet. You're never quiet when I do an interview with you.
No, I'm good. Just back focusing, training again, training hard. Like we said, like Casey said, we had a little break. Not a little break. We still took over Christmas, but more relaxed. Now New Year's over. Back in New Year, and we're training hard, getting ready for our upcoming fights. So all business now.
It was good to see him back in the ring, wasn't it, Kieron? What did you make of his performance before Christmas?
Absolute terror, weren't it?
Oh God!
Looks like a good terror. That's what it's like in sparring, to be fair, all the time. Gets in there, and how's it go?
Not only do I enjoy watching your Instagram account, but I take an interest as well in the Shoebox Instagram account, and I've seen like the mini version of the Royal Rumble you guys have got. I was saying to Mike on the way, because he was thankfully enough he gave me a lift, otherwise I wasn't getting down here. I goes, if there's ever an opportunity to have an extra in there, call me, because it looked like a lot of fun. That's just, you don't see that in many gyms, do you? What you guys do down here is totally different. It's like a different vibe down here, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we like to get our work done, but every now and then we like to have a bit of fun with it as well. I didn't even know that was happening.
Oh, you were sparring, weren't you?
And I felt people getting in the ring. I thought, oh, they're just going to be going with each other, like a normal thing. There'll be a few partners in there working. Next thing, I'm getting it on the back of the head. I'm like, hang on, my opponent's there. What's going on? I'm getting it in. And then next thing, I get pinned up against the ropes, and three or four of them are hitting me at the same time. Head guard's being spun.
You guys,
what was going on?
You've watched the Royal Rumble in the past, haven't you? Wrestling's Royal Rumble.
I was a big WWE fan.
When are you guys going to start like involving throwing them over the ropes, making sure
that was off camera?
Was it?
Yeah, it was actually, isn't it?
So who won then?
I think it was a split draw.
It was, in it. No one gave up.
How often do you two spar with each other?
Whenever we spar.
How's it go?
We get up, we like to have a bit of ruck.
Just stand in the middle of this trade. Nah, it's good though. For me, it's a good experience in it. Kieron's, like I said, world level. So for me, he knows he's a good fighter. For me, I want to be at the level that he's at. So for me, I learn new things from him each time, and yeah, so it's good for me to spar with Kieron. And
now that you're back in the ring, what's your target for this year?
Just be active and fight, and just have good fights and big fights. Really, that's what I'm ready for now. I'm ready for the big fights. I've had my apprentice now, being here for nearly 18 months. So now, be active in March, and aim for a title probably, or just big fights, in it, 50-50 fights with good opponents. So that's the aim. So,
Kieron, you had a very busy end towards of last year, going out to America, then the JJ Metcalf fight over in Liverpool. I was speaking to your dad a little while ago. He says he likes you, did the possibility of you going up to 160, but what's your plans for 2022?
Weight-wise, I'm happy to take titles at either weight, 154 or 160. I put that out there on social media earlier, actually. I'm open to everything. I'm open to all fights. Everyone knows I'm not one to turn a fight down. As long as it makes sense, I'm turning up. And this year, I'm making a huge impact on either divisions, both divisions if it has to be. And because I weren't actually impressed at all with last year, how it went. I'm a little bit frustrated with it. So now I need to put myself on track, have better performances, get my hands sorted. It's no secret, everyone knows I've got my injuries that I've had. Get them sorted, get in there and put on real boxing performances, and start letting my hands go and start putting people away. because we all know that I can do it. Everyone in the gym knows I can do it, but when it comes to putting the little gloves on, I'm just in agony. So get them sorted. Put a better 2022 on.
Give me the 3 fights you want this year.
3 fights. Ooh.
You can put Jake Paul on that list as well if you want, because I know a lot of people want to fight him because there's a lot of money involved with Jake Paul.
Do you know what? I'm not chasing anyone.
Okay.
You know? There's no names that come to my head when someone asks me that question. But I'm here to take belts this year. I want to collect belts.
Didn't you say Charlo?
Earlier yesterday, the Jamal Charlo fight was mentioned to me. I will take that fight in a heartbeat.
Big fight.
If that's seriously offered to me, I'll take that fight now.
What did you make of his last performance against Castano, the undisputed fight that ended in a draw?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I was actually watching it earlier. I was watching one of his fights earlier because obviously it was brought up in a conversation, so I'll have a look at him. Still 100% confident. I think he's overrated. And I think I'm very underrated and people haven't seen anything of me yet. Yeah, like I said, I'm taking everything. I'm taking every fight and I'm collecting belts this year.
Okay, because it's a bit of a double, I'm going to keep the questions limited. Let's get some predictions. Eubank Williams.
Eubank.
Really?
Yeah, I think Eubank stops him. I think he stops him.
Why does Williams beat Eubank?
I've done rounds with Liam, and he was good. To be fair, I've never done rounds with Eubank, but I know Liam's got a hard head, hard mentality.
He's a hard night's work as well.
Yeah, he's going to be a handful.
I think with Liam with Williams, every time he stepped up, he's lost. And I think that's another step up again for me. I think Eubank.
If you have a look who he's lost to, though.
Yeah, but that's every time he stepped up to that level. Eubank's that level against like Liam Smith, Andrade. Eubank, you would say he's classed that level. Every time Liam Williams has done it, he's bottled it. So I don't know, it'd be a good fight.
I ain't gonna lie, I weren't impressed with was the Marcus Morrison fight, Eubank's last fight.
No, it's the one before. He's fought last year, but his first fight last year was the Marcus Morrison fight, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Zach Parker stopped Marcus Morrison in their last fight, yeah. Has he improved under Roy Jones Jr., do you say?
Nah,
he just wants to be like him, innit?
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I don't know. Is he still with him?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Khan versus Brook.
At first I thought Khan, but I've heard a few things and I'm swaying towards Brook.
I'm going opposite of Casey again. I think Khan, being up there, I don't know, it's 50-50. Hand speed.
He's been out for a long time. Long time.
He seems up for it though.
And he was out of shape big time.
Yeah.
Well. Whereas Brook wants it as well. Brook really, really badly wants this fight. If you think he's even agreed to weight limit.
Yeah. 149 is happening that, yeah.
Rehydration clause, he's only got, what, 14 pounds to put on? He should put on more than that on rehydration. And so he's obviously really badly wants this fight and he's took things that he didn't want to take in this fight.
Canelo versus Beterbiev if it happens this year. Canelo at light heavyweight against Beterbiev. No, he's won a world title at light heavyweight before. That was against Kovalev. Beterbiev's a real powerhouse and a real test. Do you think he beats Canelo?
Yeah, I don't think that fight happens.
You reckon?
I don't see why. If he's fighting...
Cougar, isn't it? Cruiserweight. If he really wanted it, he would have fought him to unify the light heavy, and he thought, nah, he knows that's probably one of the only people that... Canelo. I think Berbatov wins, to be fair. He's too strong. More amateur experience. I know he's been... Canelo's had more, like, in a pro game, he's been, but I think sometimes that amateur pedigree plays a big part in it. For example, Usyk had a better amateur pedigree, and look what he's done to Joshua.
Usyk versus Fury.
Fury.
Yeah, Fury.
Would you say the styles are kind of similar? Movement-wise?
I'll say
they use the ring really
sort
well.
Of approach to fight styles potentially, but like I wouldn't say one's a fighter and one's a boxer. I'd say they're both boxers.
I'd say that as well.
But no, I don't know.
I think Fury walks it.
Fury's bigger. He's a big guy, and Usyk's not really. He shouldn't really be a heavyweight. Yeah, I know he done a number on AJ, but Fury's just got a different style, and he'll make it a hard night for anyone if he wants to, isn't it?
I think he's walked through him. I generally think.
Well, you think he stops Usyk?
Yeah. I think going to Sugar in the Kronk gym, their style, don't leave it to the judges. I think he just walks through him. If he'd done that to Wilder, look what he's done to Wilder, and he's the most dangerous puncher ever, like ratio-wise ever. He just walked through Usyk for fun.
Okay, final question. On a night out at 6 o'clock in the morning, who's more likely to be on the dance floor, Kieron or Mike?
Mike, 100%.
No, you.
I can't get past 12 o'clock. We had a Christmas night out. It got to 12 o'clock. I had to be sent home. I'm too tired.
He's a granddad now, that's
I'm
right.
not sent home. I've sent myself home. I'm getting the pizza.
All right, Kieron and Mike, thank you very much for your time, lads. Good luck going into the rest of this year. And we look forward to catch up with you guys soon.
Thank you.
Awesome, man.
Kieron Conway, Mike Stephenson, thank you for talking to us.
Shoot me!